I was wondering about the stack, responding, and priority. Can you respond after something on the stack is resolved and while there are still other things that are yet to resolve on the stack? The short answer is yes. Each player receives priority after each thing on the stack resolves. We looked to a couple CRs. CR 117.1a, a player may cast an instant spell anytime they have priority. A player may cast a non-instant spell during their main phase anytime they have priority and the stack is empty. 117.3b, the active player receives priority after a spell or ability resolves, and CR 117.4, if all players pass in succession, that is, if all players pass without taking any actions in between passing, the spell or ability on top of the stack resolves, or if the stack is empty, the phase or step ends. How does this play out in a real game? Let's say in a 3-person game, I cast Bloodthirsty Conqueror and pass priority. My opponents fear that I have the combo to win the game in hand, so opponent A casts a counterspell. The stack so far is Conqueror, Counterspell. I don't want that to happen, so I cast Cancel to counter that counterspell. The stack now looks like Conqueror, Counterspell, Cancel. Opponent B doesn't care and casts Think Twice to draw a card. The stack at this point is Conqueror, Counterspell, Cancel, Think Twice. Still have me following? Opponent B passes priority to me. I pass. Opponent A passes. Think Twice resolves. Stack is Conqueror, Counterspell, Cancel. Opponent B passes. Opponent A passes. Cancel resolves, countering the counterspell. Now, all that is left in the stack is Conqueror. I don't have anything to add and pass on the Conqueror. Opponent A has no responses and passes to Opponent B. Well, Opponent B drew in to contradict and proceeds to counter the Conqueror. Now the stack is Conqueror, Contradict. I pass with no response, Opponent A passes, and Opponent B passes. Since all players pass in succession without taking any actions, the spell or ability on top of the stack resolves, or if the stack is empty, the phase or step ends. So anytime a new object goes on the stack, there's a fresh round of priority. Each player can choose to respond or not, and if nobody does, the top object of the stack resolves, and if nothing is on the stack and everyone passes, that phase ends? It's important to remember exactly that. Each new object added to the stack gives another round of priority starting at the active player and going in app-nap order. Hopefully that helps you better understand the stack and responding to large stack battles.